Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another video. Now, in this one, what I'll be doing is this is kind of a continuation of this video here. So, if you want to check that out first, it'll probably be for the better. But in this one, I added a feature where if you go into a different layer, you can change the DPI kind of steps. And so, what I want to do for this video is actually change the scroll wheel kind of steps. So if you remember the last video here, I'll just open it up here. Keyboards. Okay, cool. Yeah, that should be fine. So this is our one here. And inside the config, we set this thing here, which is basically the lower number this is, the faster your scroll wheel scrolls. So when you're like scrolling on the page, it's like, fairly slow right now. But if I were to change this to 1, it would be a lot faster for the same kind of movement. Now, the problem is, this is fine for both Linux and Windows. So it works fine for both Linux and Windows, but this number is a little bit too fast for macOS, because macOS is just a fucking piece of shit. But yeah, it is what it is. I have to use it for work, so I gotta deal with it. But the problem we face here is this thing is hard coded, right? So if I were to search for this thing, so they have like their own fucking C file, right? So yeah, if it's not defined, they set it to 8 by default, but anyway, let's see where they actually use this thing. Yeah, so they use it here, inside this pointing device task thingy here. And the problem with that is we can't actually change this because it's a variable that's set during compile time, which means that we're gonna have to rewrite this thing, but rewriting this thing will sort of affect it for every single Ploody device, because all of them use this thing, right? This is kind of like, keyboard.h as such, if you know what I mean. So here they have some weird fucking shit. So there's some common stuff here. There's like an encoder, which I don't think this thing uses, so that should be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. And then, yeah, so that's just post rules. Okay, so all this is just for encoders for some reason. So yeah, but this thing, ploopy.c, let's see where that thing is actually used. Okay, it's actually used nowhere. Oh no, it's ploopyco. Ploopyco. Really? Huh. I thought there would be like something here telling it to use, but apparently not, which is kind of interesting. Actually, yeah, actually it's probably in here where they tell it. Okay, default folder, pointing device. Huh, okay, that's interesting. So I wonder how this is included. So it includes the H file, which is fair enough. There's DPI config and all that kind of stuff. All right. Interesting. Very interesting, actually. Yeah. I guess. No, I don't know. I'm not sure how QMK actually knows how to include this thing, but either way, it doesn't really matter too much, because what I'll be doing is we'll be creating our own kind of folder. So I'm gonna create a new keyboard as well. So let's make this a little bit bigger so you boys can see. Yeah, I should probably make this a little bit bigger. Here we'll actually go into QMK pointing device, because this has all of the kind of instructions here. So if we were to go towards the bottom here, right, not that far down, but I saw a thing here before. Not this. Yeah, no, not this. Yeah. So advanced drag scroll, this is kind of what we want to copy. And as you can see, it's fairly similar to what they have here. So for example, they have this thing as, pretty much the same thing. They have like accumulated thingy. And so here as well, they have it. So yeah, here's the encoder sample and all that kind of stuff. So we don't need the encoder bits. But this thing, like toggle drag scroll, we actually don't need toggle drag scroll because we won't be using that. Cycle DPI, we won't be using that. Yeah, so pointing device, task. Okay, so this is task KB. This is task user. Interesting. Yeah, that's fine anyway. Okay, so I see how it is. So, yeah, the keyboard would override kind of the other thing. If it override the user, yeah, this thing. So yeah, as you can see here, we have process record KB. So this runs first, and then process record user kind of runs second. We don't really need this kind of thing for us as such, because we have it here. So yeah, they have like is drag scroll, we have set scrolling. Yeah, so anyway, that's fine. Event pressed. So yeah, it looks like they just renamed a couple of stuff and then added more options, which is, fair enough. They also added, options for encoder, but the Adept doesn't have an encoder. So yeah, so yeah. So what we'll do is make dir p, oops, and we'll go into keyboards, and we'll create kind of just a Ploopy on its own. Or actually, do you know what? We'll just create a Ploopy Adept. That'll be kind of the easier way. So this way, it's like on its own. There's nothing else. Okay, so yeah, we will do that. Okay, so we'll open this thing inside another code editor. Now it's getting a little bit fucking busy. So what I will do is move this thing over here, and I will just put this into this kind of window. And I will make this a lot smaller since, we don't really need it that big. Okay, so what the heck happened here? Oh yeah, I opened the thing in the wrong place. What I meant to do was keyboards Ploody Adept. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is our new kind of keyboard thing here. And then we're gonna copy some shit from here. So, yeah, so key maps, we're gonna need to copy this. But we won't, actually, you know what, instead of this thing being as the default, what I'll do is I'll move the code that I made in the last episode, or in the last video, to here. So this is now going to be the default. And what we need to do now is we need to change this string. So it is no longer, yeah, let me just make this a little bigger. And I will probably put, yeah, I'll probably put this guy here. Oh, okay, there we go. Right. Yeah, so that should look, oh fuck. Yeah, that should look a little bit better, I think. Okay. So yeah, here we go in. It will no longer be this. It'll just be Ploody Adept, like so. And the key map will be default. All right. So next thing, what we need is we need to grab the keyboard information. So this config, for example, this info, JSON, readme don't really need, but yeah, don't know, we'll see. And then rules MK. Okay, cool. So let's copy all of these. Yeah. And then move them here. Like so, we need to move them out, kind of. Yeah, okay, they are moved out. Okay, good. So in theory, this should work. But we don't have, so this will be default folder will be Ploody Adept, and yeah, that should be fine. Because yeah, here he goes into rev1, but yeah, we don't need that shit. Oh wait, there's actually keyboard JSON here. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, so yeah, this thing doesn't have keyboard JSON. So what we could do is we could just copy this right into here, and then we won't need this default folder because it will already know that it's, you know, here. All right, cool. So yeah, everything here should be the same. All right. So yeah, do we reference anything Ploody here? No, we do not. Okay, cool. Now, I'm pretty sure the scrolling won't work, drag scroll, because this does not exist anywhere at the moment. So if we were to look through here, if we were to scroll a little bit higher, so we have custom key codes, which we have here. So we have compile, we have DPI up, we have DPI down. What we need now is a drag scroll here. So we will put that there. yeah, drag scroll will be here. We'll leave all this kind of stuff as is. Now, oh yeah, it was also here as well. Now, next thing is we need set scrolling thingy. And we will probably, yeah, we'll try keep, all the variables like at the top in kind of the one place. That's why it's kind of easier. So yeah, custom DPI, that all makes sense. Here we'll set the scrolling. And then instead of using these defines, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna do a float, and it's gonna be scroll divisor. Yeah, since it's gonna be for both, we'll actually start off with this. And speaking of which, oh yeah, so there's drag, scroll, invert, there's momentary. So yeah, all this stuff is now useless since we aren't using that C file, but we can see what this actually does. Yeah, actually before we fucking abandon this whole thing, let's see if they have anything strange here. Okay, so there is scroll debounce, which is interesting. Ploody scroll debounce, okay. Okay, DPI options we don't need because we're setting it manually. Yeah, this thing we don't need. Encoder button, yeah, we don't need encoders since we don't have them. Okay, so let's go down here. Yeah, so this is all encoders. Now toggle drag scroll. Yeah, that's fine. Cycle DPI is fine, we aren't using it. Okay, here. Okay, so if drag scroll invert, we do something like this. So we might want to copy this later on, but that's all that that's doing. So that is fine. And process record user, cycle DPI. Okay, momentary. Okay, yeah, so this by default means that this is momentary. So this thing isn't required anymore because this is by default how it is here. Now the only thing is the invert, which they have here as well. Where's the invert? No. Let me search for that. Invert. Okay. Right, so here they're using this and then with a negative. So here this is not inverted by default, which is fine. Yeah, do you know what? We can actually copy this like as is, just so that it's kind of easier to toggle if you want it, I suppose. So yeah, we'll copy this whole thing, I suppose. But first we'll just copy all of this and see if it actually works. Okay, so, oh yeah, another thing is the debounce. Scroll but debounce. Let's see where this thing is used. So used in 5 places. Oh, this is an encoder. Okay, so this has nothing to do with us. What about this loopy scroll debounce? Where is this used? Okay, this is encoder as well. Okay, so all this stuff is encoder, so we can just ignore that. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, let's go back in here. We'll go into our key map since that's where we're gonna do everything pretty much. I'm not gonna bother with, the keyboard C file or whatever, since we're just doing it for one thing. All right, so yeah, we'll need this thing, accumulated H, accumulated V. Yeah, we'll put them here. We'll put them kind of here. And then what we'll need is we'll need this whole function, and we're just gonna throw it down at the bottom here somewhere. Yeah, so after the macros, we'll just throw it down here. We might need to include something actually. Hang on. Maybe not. Yes, there's plupycode.h. Let's see what does this includes. Okay, so this includes quantum. I think I have quantum here already. No, I don't. I might need to include quantum. Let's see here. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So let's see, what else did they include? I don't think they included much of anything else. So they included analog H, which we don't need, and option encoder, which we don't need as well, because all this is here, so that's fine. Okay, cool. Right, so anyway, next step is, where are we? Yeah, this thing here. Okay. Next, we need process record user, which we already have. There we go, process record user. So we need to basically copy this thing. So I'll just copy it at the bottom, like so. Oh yeah. Make sure the break is in the right place. Then set scrolling. Yeah, set scrolling false. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Cool. And then that's it. Okay. Then set layer user state and disable when not in auto layer. Get highest. Let's see, do these guys have something with this? I don't think so. This will be, okay, yeah, so they literally do not have this, which is fine. Yeah, I was thinking, this is not really required. This is only if you need the kind of advanced features, but we aren't using that, so that is fine. Okay, so yeah, in theory, this should just fucking work. So let's give it a try. All right, so I'm gonna run the compile code, but I'm just gonna change this to default. And the KB is going to be Ploody Adept, since that's the new one that we created. So let's see if that compiles. Okay. Ah, yeah, I forgot to change this thing. So, because we're not using the defines anymore, what we need to do is we need to do scroll advisor, like so. Since we're going to be using the same value for both, we can just reuse the same variable. And actually, one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to update the firmware. So I'm gonna update that real quick. Git checkout master. Okay. Then I'm gonna do git fork git fork update. All right. And git push that shit. Okay. You have unstay. Okay, so I need to git stash first all this stuff. Then I need to git fork update. Okay, so there's only 7 changes since last time. Git stash. Okay, right, and then next thing is I need to do is QMK. There was something here. It was some submodule or something like that. I just need to find it. Find the fucking thing. Yeah, there it is. Git submodules. That's the command we need. So QMK git submodule. So this will just update all this shit, and now we're good to go. So yeah, the branch that we were on before was this thing. So git checkout this thing now, and then we'll just update it with the master. So this will do all of the changes nicely. So now that our firmware is properly updated, what we can do is go back to here and try flashing it again. All right. So yeah, that seemed to actually have worked. Excellent. So yeah, let me open up this thing here. Just go on TMP so you guys aren't fucking looking at my shit. All right, so and I need to put this thing into bootloader mode. So it should pop up here. There it is. So yeah, we'll just mount it. All right. So now, okay, so here we go. So the mouse is fully working. Okay, the thing is reversed, but apart from that, everything looks to be fine. So that's good. I'm just gonna move this to a different place. So that way you don't need to see it anyway. All right, so what they did here was they had to define, where is it? Here it is. So we'll actually just copy this thing and we'll put it into the scroll accumulated H. Here, like so. What the heck? All right, there we go. Okay. So yeah, this is just inverting this whole thing. And inside our config, what we're going to do is actually do this thing. We'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of this, we'll get rid of this. Okay, so that's the only thing we need inside the config now. And so if I were to flash it again, actually, instead of doing that, we can now do this. Oh shit. Okay, well, never fucking mind. I fucked up a little bit, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, so here we go. We're back again. And now scrolling works properly as before. So yeah, that's good. Everything is now back to fucking normal, how it should be, which is good. Yeah, I'm just gonna check the mouse test or something like that. Okay, so yeah, that's our scroll wheel. That's this thing, middle click. Okay, back works, forward works. The website doesn't capture this, but yeah, that's just how it is. Okay, cool. Right, so what did I want to do? Okay. So, oh yeah, so yeah, next thing what I want to do is I want to make this thing changeable. So kind of similar how we have this custom DPI thingy here. I want to also make it the same pretty much. So that'll be in a different layer. But yeah, as you can see, it's fairly fucking straightforward to kind of set this up by yourself. The only reason why it's kind of complicated here, because these boys, they manage, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, around 6 mice here. So that's why they all have, you know, a shared config, which is why it looks a little bit mad, but yeah. Yeah, it's mostly just using functions from here, which is, you know, perfect, which is what we want. Okay, so, right. So we did the advanced scrolling, which is fairly straightforward, which is nice. Oh yeah, we should also check if it scrolls sideways. Kind of the easiest way to do that is if I were to do this. Oh shit. Okay, why is it not responsive? Okay, whatever. Then yeah, so yeah, scrolling sideways works just fine as well. Okay. So yeah, that's good. So yeah, everything works just how it did before. Because yeah, I don't really see any kind of super special functions here. It's all kind of fairly straightforward, which is good. Yeah, easy to port if you know what I mean. So yeah, right. Yeah, we'll need more macros now, and we'll actually need a new layer as well, which is going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. But I suppose we'll use this thing. So yeah, we will need scroll up or something like that. I don't know. And then we'll need a scroll down. Then we will need a scroll default. Yeah, so the default will be this thing. So we can actually do const float scroll divisor default, and that'll be 5. Fuck's sake, 5.0. There we go. Okay, so we have scroll default, and yeah, I think that's it. Now another thing is we'll need layer. Yeah, layer settings. This is kind of gonna be DPI. This is layer settings scroll, like so, and this will be the second layer. So we'll need to change this layer settings DPI. And then here we'll do the same thing, like so. And this will be layer settings scroll. Okay, so yeah, holding down the back button will bring us into a new layer. Yeah, so we're just gonna copy this thing and thing here. And why is this thing red? Weird. It should not be. Oh yeah, because it's not defined. Yeah. Layer settings DPI and layer settings scroll. Okay, there we go. So here, since this thing is now the key, it has to be nothing. And yeah, actually, since most of this is going to be nothing anyway, what we can do is just set all of these to wait, what the heck? Should be 2 here, right? Yeah, there is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 here at the bottom. Okay, cool. So when I hold this button, I want this thing to be, what is it, scroll down? Yeah, scroll down. Now for scroll up, yeah, for scroll up, I will actually use this one, weirdly enough, but that just feels the most kind of comfortable. So this will be scroll up, right? Then we also need to do a scroll default, which I will set here. So this will be scroll default, like so. Okay, a little bit of a weird layout, but he'll work out just fine. Right. So yeah, that works great. Now, what we'll need to do is we will need to do something like this, like fairly fucking similar. So the first thing is, yeah, I suppose we'll put them after here. So it'll be case. Let's do scroll default, because that'll be kind of easiest one. Yeah, because for this thing we don't need to check if the event is pressed or not. Yeah. Actually, do you know what? Toggle set scrolling when drag scroll. Ah, okay, makes sense. Yeah, I see how it is. Okay, yeah. No, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. So anyway, here, what we want to do is we want to do something like this. Oops. Yep. And we want to break here. And we want to do something similar to this thing. So it'll be, instead of manage DPI, it'll be something like manage scroll or something. Yeah, so manage scroll, like so. Okay. So here will be manage scroll. It'll be our own kind of custom function. And then here, oh wait, I am an idiot. This was meant to be for scroll up and scroll down. So scroll up, scroll down, and then this is meant to be true or false, I mean, since we are scrolling down. Yeah. So then for default, what we want to do is, all we need to do is just set the, whatever I called this thing. I already forgot. So yeah, scroll divisor. Scroll divisor equals 5. Well, like so. So this just, oh yeah, actually it would be scroll divisor default. I forgot that I set this as well. So yeah, that will be this. Yeah, all good, all good, all good. So yeah, we just need to do something similar, except we'll do it in steps of probably 1. So yeah, we don't need to do any of this stuff. And yeah, so pretty much. Oh yeah, we also need to set the maximum DPI and all that kind of stuff, but that should be fine. 14, oh my. Okay. So, yeah, so instead of custom DPI, this will be, what is it? Scroll divisor, like so. Then what we're gonna do, this is gonna be a float. So float step is equal to 1.0. Yeah, so that looks good, except we need to replace all these with scroll divisors. Oops. Scroll divisor. Scroll divisor. Then we also need like minimum scroll divisor and maximum scroll divisor as well. So this will be, yeah, we'll just put it here. Const float scroll divisor min. This will be 1.0. And then for maximum, I don't really know. Like, I don't think it matters too much, so we'll just do 20. Why not? Actually, would it matter? Yeah, I don't think so. Could probably be anything. Let's see, is this used anywhere else? Okay, so that's just that. Okay, so it's only used here. So yeah, I guess I don't think it really matters, so that's fine. We'll just set it as 20. Okay, cool. So let's go down here. So yeah, this will be scroll advisor. This will be scroll advisor min, was it? Yeah, min. And then scroll advisor. It's gonna be scroll advisor min. And then scroll advisor. Scroll advisor max. Scroll advisor max. And scroll advisor. Okay. There's probably an easier way to do that, but fuck it. So yeah, that should work. And yeah, that should work right out of the box, maybe. Yeah, because here we actually, yeah, do you know what? Let's do float. S is going to be scroll advisor. And so just in case that you're already scrolling and you manage to get in here somehow, I don't want any kind of weird shit. So I'm just gonna put this like as a temporary variable, sort of. And then here we can do scroll advisor is equal to S, like so. So this just makes it a little bit safer so that this is like, you know, properly fully clamped before we set it back. Yeah, so that should be fine. And since they're all floats, it should be fine as well. All right, so okay. Yeah, maybe when the keyboard turns on. Actually, let's do the scroll advisor default. That should work. So if we were to go down to where this fucking keyboard turns on, here, what we want to do is we want to set this thing here as well, just in case. Because I think if the keyboard goes to sleep, it might wake up in a weird state. So yeah, fuck it. Should be grand. Okay. Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's the only thing here. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of dumb having only one fucking thing in the config, but I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, realistically, we should probably put these in the config as well. Do you know what, actually? Fuck this config. Fuck this fucking config. Let's move this shit to trash. We're gonna have our own fucking thing. So, bool invert scroll. Yeah, invert scroll equals 1. Or fucking true. Yeah. So here, instead of this shit, we can do if invert scroll, put this here, else put this here. Yeah, that's what we'll do, because fuck you, we can do that if we want. And then what we can do is we can just literally create a fucking thing, create a new macro. We'll do a scroll invert toggle. Yeah, that's what we'll do, because we can. All right, so here Yeah, we're pressing this, and then yeah, we can do the toggle here. So this will be scroll invert toggle, like so. And then here, we'll do another case. So this will be case scroll invert toggle, and then we'll just copy this if statement, copy this break. Oops, what happened there? I don't know. And then we'll just do scroll. Where was it? Ah, fuck. What did I call that boolean? Oh, invert scroll. Okay. So the invert. The hell? Okay, there we go. Weird. It's going to equal to invert scroll. So this just effectively toggles it. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we can do that because fuck you, why not? Allow the user to configure it real time if they want to scroll this way or not. But yeah, when the yeah, actually doesn't actually, yeah, do you know what? So scroll invert, or what, even fuck's sake, invert scroll is equal to true. Although, do you know what? A better way would be to const bool invert scroll default will be true. And we can do it like this, so it'll be a little bit, you know, nicer. All right, let's go back to the bottom. And then here will be scroll invert default, right? That's a real thing, right? Nope, it isn't. Oh yeah, invert, fuck's sake. Invert scroll default. Yeah, that looks good. Do you know what? This is the naming scheme of this is fucking dog shit. Holy. Okay, let me find this guy. And I'm gonna do a scroll invert default. Boom. And then this guy will be scroll invert. Because that's kind of the prefix that we fucking started, but then I just fucking ignored it. Actually, I think that might have fucked up. Or maybe it hasn't. Hang on. Let me see where this shit is used. Okay. Scroll, invert toggle. Scroll, invert. No, seems okay. Okay, good. So that's good. Okay, so let us try and compile that now. Yeah, okay, that looks good. Good, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're cooking. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot to put it into a bootloader mode. Come on. Okay, now we're back. Go away. So yeah, scrolling by default. But now if I were to press the toggle, yeah, now it's the opposite way. Good. Then if I were to press toggle again, and now it's the proper way. Okay, good. Now let's try. And so actually, in this case, I forgot that if you were to increase these, yeah, if you were to increase this, it will actually make it slower. Or yeah, so it's kind of the opposite way. So if I were to increase the scrolling by a good bit, yeah, it's a lot slower now. Oh yeah, way slower. And then if I were to, wrong one, decrease it all the way to like 1 or something. Yeah, it's gonna be really fast now. And then if I were to increase it to a good bit, yeah, it's a lot slower. Okay, so yeah, that works just as expected. That's good. I need to move my finger a lot now, so yeah, this will be great. But it's not really intuitive. So if I were to just bring it all the way back. Or actually, what was the default button again? Yeah, scroll default was all the way here, okay. So yeah, okay, now we're back to the default, okay. So in this case, what we can do is just flip this thing around so that way it's more intuitive. So if I were to press up, it would actually increase the scroll speed instead of like making it slower, if you know what I mean. So we'll just do that. I'll just put a note here as well. So if the scroll divisor is increased, it will actually make the scrolling slower. So do the opposite in this case for up. So it makes a bit more sense. All right, so yeah, we will compile this bad boy. Okay. So yeah, now if I were to spam up a little bit, you'll make the scroll wheel faster than if I were to spam down a good bit, you'll make the scroll wheel slower. Yeah. So yeah, that makes fucking complete sense. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Do you know what? I'm kind of thinking of putting another layer here because this qkboot qk compile is it's kind of, not really to do with DPI anymore. Yeah, but the problem is there's kind of no other buttons left as such. Or actually, do you know what? We could, in theory, do something with this drag scroll thing. So while drag scroll is active, we could, in theory, go into another layer. Yeah, that would make sense. Now, the only reason why I'm doing this is because this doesn't really make any sense anymore. And I kind of want to put these defaults kind of in the same place so it's easier. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna try and do, because right now drag scrolling is kind of only on the default map, and I don't think that really matters. So, you see these LT fucking things, right? I think that these can be programmed. Like, yeah, because if we go into QMK, QMK LT, right? Layers, yes. So LT is momentary layer. We just need to find Yeah, something like this. Momentary. Let's see, momentary. Okay, let's see. Okay, so there's only one. Wait. Momentarily. Okay, there we go. 5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. What I need is like leaves in existing state. Yeah, I think layer on is what I need. Layer off. Layer set state. Okay, we don't need this one. We don't need this one. Yeah, I think it's layer on. Okay. So that's what we'll try. So we'll actually do another layer. So we'll call this guy actual layer fucking settings. This will be 3. And yeah, we don't need anything else. What we need now is just to copy this thing. And this will be just layer settings like so. And since this will be, yeah, okay, so yeah, let's get rid of all this stuff. Yeah, okay, so, oh shit. Okay. And here as well. And here. Okay. So what we want to do is I want to move this thing. So right now, it'll be this drag scroll that's being pressed here. Okay, so that's actually fucking perfect. So we can just do this. Can move that right here. Like so. So QK boot will go here. And yeah, QK compile can just stay. Actually, it'll be kind of easier if I put it here. Oh yeah, we also need another one here. I keep forgetting about this last one. But yeah. Because when I'm holding this button down, actually, do you know what? Yeah, let's move QK boot here. Put this guy at the end. And then QK compile can go here. So that way it's, a little bit easier to kind of get to. So that'll be the layer settings. Now for this one, I want to move this DPI down here. So that way it's kind of in line with what you see here, for example. So yeah, the scroll default is at the very end and all that kind of, good stuff. So yeah. And then we will also need to do that. Okay, cool. So yeah, that should work in theory. Now, where is our drag scroll? Okay. So in this case, we actually need to have something here as well. So we need to have layer on, and layer on will be layer settings, like so, and then layer off, like so. I believe this should work. Yeah, I don't see why not. Like in theory, it should be possible. The only thing is, something weird might happen when we switch layers, because I haven't tried that yet. Well, we'll give it a go. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it seems to be compiling just fine. So let's give it a try. Okay. So yeah, we are back. Yeah, scrolling seems to work just fine. And oh shit, which one did I set to be compile? I forgot already. Okay, so compile is the bottom button. So I'm scrolling right now, and if I press the bottom button, it compiles. Actually, I just realized something pretty bad. So yeah, if I'm scrolling, sometimes I want to hold down the button. Yeah. Okay. Fuck. That is unfortunate. Okay. In that case, I guess, yeah. I guess we will move compile up to here. Yeah, that was my bad. Didn't think of my actions, but yeah, that should be fine because this is the back button, this is the forward button, so I will never need to use that. That should in theory work now if I try to highlight. So let's try it out. Now it's actually kind of easier to boot into QMK as well. Okay, so, or the bootloader, I mean. All right, so now I can scroll. I can paste this thing, but at the same time, I should be able to. Yeah, exactly. So now I should be able to highlight stuff and scroll at the same time. So yeah, that is a perfect. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, that works fine. That works exactly how I fucking wanted it to. Now, the only thing is, this is looking like a fucking mess. So let's try and do something about that. I wonder, can I do something like this? I highly doubt that will work, but let's give it a try. So what we want to do is we want to, how do these defines work? Yeah, I guess we want to define, let's see, LT scroll, something like that. And I want to define this as this whole statement. I wonder if this is possible. Because this is like multiple definitions in one. Because like this is a define, this is also a define, this is technically a define as well. So just kind of clean this up. I wonder if this is possible. Let's see, LT scroll. So yeah, this should just affect the scroll settings. It shouldn't affect the actual settings. But let's see if that is compilable. Okay, interesting. I did not expect that to actually work. That is pretty cool, actually. Let's see if it actually works, though. Okay. So yeah, we are back. And now the scroll settings. So if you want to scroll slower, actually, it's kind of easier to check if it's slower. Oh yeah, that actually worked just fucking fine, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite slow. And then if I were to reset it to default and then increase it a little bit, yeah, that works just fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So I can actually do this kind of weird shit to tie this up. So this is just make the key map look neater. Yeah, so that's actually pretty cool that you can do this kind of C in C, like nest all of these defines. So yeah, let's do the rest of these then. Well, not the rest, but the slower one, or the second one, Jesus. So this will be LT. This will be what? DPI, yeah. DPI. And yeah. AC will be 5. Okay, cool. LT DPI. So yeah, this will make it, you know, a little bit nicer. So we'll kind of give these a good bit of space. Yeah, something like this. Yeah. And then since these last two buttons are technically under each other, we'll just do it like this. Yeah, because that's technically how it actually is. So yeah. All right. All right. Then just line all these up so, you know, they look... Ooh. Okay, I see a mistake that I made. I am not sure how this actually worked. What the fuck? That is very interesting. That was not supposed to work, but it did. Whatever. I guess if you don't specify anything, it defaults to this anyway. But it's kind of good to, you know, keep it in track. Yeah. Okay. Then last ones here. And yes, that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks very nice now. Very easy to kind of understand where kind of everything is, pretty much. We can also draw like kind of a circle here or something, you know, to indicate the ball, but I could not be bothered doing that. Okay, so let's test if we haven't broken anything. So yeah, it looks good so far. Let me boot it into the bootloader. Okay. So yeah, scrolling works. Then if I wanted to, yeah, actually, do you know what? Oh yeah, because yeah, the scrolling is here. Yeah. Scrolling up, scrolling down. Yeah, actually, do you know what? The toggle. Yeah, we don't really have any other toggles, so yeah. It's a bit more comfortable to put the toggle here. But to be honest, I'm not really going to be using the toggle that much. So yeah, that's fine. Just like once in a while, you know? But yeah, that's cool that you can like fucking toggle it. That is really cool. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just toggled it there and yeah, pretty cool stuff. So yeah, everything seems to work. I suppose I should I suppose I should test out the DPI. So yeah, I just cranked it. Yeah, and there we go. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Then if I were to reset it, all good. Then if I were to make it lower, all good. Okay. Oh yeah. Missed button. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so everything seems to work just as expected. Now, another thing that I wanted to check here, there is a thing. Okay, so there is mouse report. Okay. Okay, there was something here like send mouse report. Send mouse. Or wait, oh no, this is the wrong button or the wrong tab. Send mouse. No? Maybe it's just one word. Send mouse. Send. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Right here. So pointing device send, I think. Okay. Let's see. Pointing device send function. Okay, so pointing device set report. Yeah. Vertically and horizontally, then undo all that when released. Okay, so this is actually interesting. Hmm. So there is pointing device set report. Yeah, because this thing, pointing device task user, I don't think this actually sets the report too often, which is kind of an issue that I'm getting in macOS. Where if I'm like starting to scroll, or actually, I don't think it matters, because here all we are doing is just modify. Yeah, so basically the problem that I'm talking about on the macOS is if I'm scrolling, sometimes it doesn't scroll until you kind of remove your finger from the, you know, from the drag scroll button. Now, this is sort of a problem with all mice in macOS, but it's mostly noticeable with this one. I don't know why, but like in every other mouse, if I could just like spam scroll just a little bit, the problem usually goes away and macOS starts scrolling. However, with this one, because I think there's some weird stuff going on here with the reports, it doesn't actually send it or something. I don't know, or it keeps it as like kind of a single report, if you know what I mean. So what I want to do is I want to check where this function is actually used, or if there is anything. Yeah, I guess we can just search for it here. Let's see. Okay, so there's 6 matches. Let's go to the first one. Mouse report. Okay, so aha, interesting. I wonder, do these guys use it for anything? Let's see if we can find it. Aha, they do. Okay. Or they don't really. Wait, what the heck did I copy? Okay, I copied the user one. Okay, that's fine. All right, so they just copied the same thing, but put it into the KB. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, they obviously forward it to the user. Okay. Pretty interesting shit going on here. But yeah, they aren't really doing anything with it, so that is fine. We can ignore that. Um, all right, yeah. But what calls this function though? Which is what I'm wondering. Because does it always send it, or is it like, random send? Modify. Okay, so that's just modifying the data. Yeah, this is all just modifying the data. That is fine. Is it used anywhere else? No, not really. Yeah. I suppose what we need to look for actually is KB. Let's do a complete search for KB. Is it actually here? Nope, gone. Okay, so there's kind of no I guess we'll just have to search through the QMK code itself, which is fine. I just don't really like doing this because it just takes forever. Let's see. So that's the docs. There needs to be something. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, but where is this used though? Ah, okay, there we go. Okay, so Jesus. Okay, right. So yeah, this is what I was fucking looking for. Okay, so local mouse report. Right. So we are sending report or point send report. Pointing device send. Interesting. Or pointing device force. Okay. Pointing device force send. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it set to... Oh, okay, never mind. It's reset. Okay. So let's see where this thing is actually used. Or how is it, set up or anything. Okay, so it's false at the start. Set it there. Okay, has mouse Jesus, report changed. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So then it copies the mouse report and what? Oh no, copies local into okay, okay, interesting, okay. Right. So there is another thing here. Return. Okay, so what is this actual function called? What the heck? This is some weird big fucking function, alright. Let's see, where does it end? Fucking nowhere. Ah, okay, so pointing device task. Okay. I see how it is. Okay. Let's copy this thing. And it might actually be here. We'll need to search for small letters though, and only that. Okay. Pointing device changed. So it is a function probably used somewhere else. So let's see. Okay. Huh. Pimoroni Trackball actually calls it directly. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, that's fine. They can do whatever they want. What I'm looking for is here it is. Okay. Yeah, so we were in here, but it's actually inside quantum C. Okay. And it's only here once. And this function is called, suspend power down quantum. Very interesting. What the fuck? Pointing device H. Huh. How the fuck is this function called? Interesting. Maybe it just isn't. Pure fucking madness. Okay. Well, fuck it, I guess. It is what it is. Okay. Yeah. So this function is only called suspend power down. What? I'm so confused. Okay, let's see when this function is called. Okay, so literally it's just in suspend. Yeah, suspend power down. Suspend power down. Yeah. That is weird. That's very weird. That this is the only place it's called. Yeah, because you can overwrite this function, so that is interesting. Yeah, that is actually quite interesting. Huh. Interesting. Okay. But then if it's not really called anywhere, why is this even needed? Yeah, very strange. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, I suppose you can't really send the report twice, which is sort of what I wanted to do. To kind of fix macOS. Fuck's sake. Yeah. I don't know, like it's only in macOS, like this happens, like Windows and Linux is perfectly fine. The scrolling always scrolls, it never like fucking stops scrolling as such. Or never has any issues. Yeah. Anyway, it is grand. I mean, we did a good bit of stuff today. We managed to simplify this whole confusing ass setup where this weird ass name isn't even the adept. So yeah. Yeah, that's fine. What the heck happened here? Why did I delete this? Wait, what is going on? I'm so confused. Yeah, so this thing we don't need that. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, we'll be adding this thing. But I'm confused. Why did this thing get deleted though? Because I didn't really change anything. Wait. Hang on. This should not be deleted. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, fuck's sake, it was just a stupid ID. Oh my god. So yeah, the thing didn't refresh. These are actually how they were before. Fuck's sake, I just got very fucking confused. Oh, fuck me. Okay, anyway. So let's add this whole thing. Yes, that's all our stuff here. Do we want to change anything here? Honestly, yeah, keyboard name, manufacturer. Let's do, yeah, since I'm the maintainer now, bitch. So yeah, this is gonna be that. So this will be like slightly modded or something, I don't know. Then URL we can leave the same since it's still the same actual keyboard. But yeah, oh yeah, another thing that we can do here before we go, kind of like a bonus. So if you look at the size of this thing, it is this size. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm gonna put it inside, I don't know, here somewhere. Oh shoot, wrong thing. So this size here. Now there was a thing that I did for something else, some other keyboard, one of my other keyboards. SU should come up with my GitHub. Right. Okay. So there, this thing. Okay, so the branch for this thing is here. Yeah, so I have keyboard.json. It was called something like LTO. Yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. Right. So this is inside keyboard.json. And here we are. So if I were to copy these two things here, this should speed up the build process by a shit ton. All right. So, or I mean, compress the size. So check this shite out. So if I were to now compile this thing, what the hell happened here? I have no idea. Oh shit, wrong fucking thing. Oh well, fuck it. Okay. So if I were to compile this thing, you'll see the difference now in a second. Yeah. So this is the new thing after compiling. And if we were to, yeah, as you can see, we have shaved off a shit ton of bytes. So that is pretty cool. By just enabling this thing, you can make your firmware a lot smaller. And provided that you have like a powerful enough PC, you won't see any difference in compile time. So it took around the same time. Yeah, so that's pretty cool that you can do shit like this. Yeah, so let me just go into here, go into where the fuck? There's the source control, Jesus. Okay, so info JSON, get in here. Keyboard JSON, get in here. Okay, I think that's all. Yeah. So yeah, this thing here is kind of like my main keyboard, which I customize the most, and then I kind of go back and customize the rest of the keyboards, and I use this kind of thing as reference. So yeah, pretty cool stuff either way. So now we're kind of done here. Yeah, so we have everything here. There is nothing here that we need. No, everything looks good. So what we can do here is git commit. So we'll do create more. Create a standalone Ploody Adept keyboard and add real-time fucking scrolling speed or something, and scrolling direction toggle. All right, so yeah, that's a good commit message there, so we can push all those straight into the repo. So if you wanna look at this shite, what you need to do is you need to go into, I should actually have a link here that will get us there. Yeah, that should probably do the job. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so anyway, go into here. For the keyboards, search for Ploody Adept. Here we go. And there we go. Yeah, actually this needs to change, but fuck it. So here's the default key map anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna save this link for future endeavors here. So yeah, that would be good. Okay, so yeah, I'll post this link in the video description so you can check it out for yourself. Yeah, all right, well, that's kind of it there. That's kind of all what I wanted to do. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.